I love all this OF talk, but I really had to ask you something personal.
Oh,
And you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay. So like, when was your first gay experience? Like, tell me everything. Like,
Okay,
tell me
okay,
everything.
Yeah. No, that's a great question. So, a lot of people don't. I guess a lot of people don't really know like my full sexuality. I guess.
Okay.
I mean, so I'm bisexual.
Okay.
So I'm into guys and girls. I would label it that, but like I'm just into whatever I'm into. So it's a very broad spectrum. Like
Okay.
it's whoever, whenever. I guess.
Is it almost like pan? Like,
I wouldn't. I guess you could label it that. Like, I feel like I teeter-totter between bisexual and pan. But then there's like sometimes where like I feel straight, like, but then there's sometimes where I feel gay. So it's like I try to, I hate labels though. So like that's the thing. I really do hate labels. But to answer your question, sorry, I went on a little bit there.
no, you're good.
But to answer your question, I started, I played football all like throughout my childhood or whatever, and I started seeing, some of the guys that I was like playing football with, and I was like, oh wow, like, like they're kind of cute or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's like a gay experience within itself, because you kind of have to like, realize that like, okay, I'm finding a man attractive.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you don't know like what you are, you're like, whoa, like that's kind of weird. So I say that's a gay experience within itself, was like me like actually starting to like see myself be attracted to men, which was kind of like weird for me at the time, because I was like this straight football player, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Quarterback. Yeah. When did you kind of, realize you were gay, and like when did you kind of act upon the,
That's like a really good question.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I just, I mean, like the first experience it's like a lot.
Yeah.
It was definitely like, it was something that I necessarily never really asked for, which is really crazy.
Yeah.
Basically all I'm going to put it as that.
Yeah.
And then I guess like after that, it like widened or like opened my palate, or I don't know.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
correct,
Yeah.
word for that. But yeah, it was just something that was just out of the blue, did not really ask for. But I'm not like messed up about it. I'm not sad about it. Just no reason to talk about it when it happened years ago. So
yeah. No, I understand. Everybody has their own experience.
Okay, so this is the last OF thing I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
And I kind of want to answer myself, so like,
Okay.
I'm gonna answer it too.
Okay.
What's your craziest request? Because I always see guys online talk about the most craziest, bizarre requests. So like, what is your craziest request?
Oh, man, I've had a couple crazy ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had like a bunch of like weird ones, like people asking me to like do stuff in like public,
Really?
like in the middle of a Target. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
like do stuff like that, and those are a little crazy. I would say the craziest one I got was because I think it's crazy to me because like who I am as a person or whatever, and like don't really show myself like that. But it was like this guy like wanted me to like position the camera in like a certain way where it was like down, and like he wanted me like sit on the camera repeatedly and like
Really?
and like act like I was crushing him.
Oh, really? And you did it?
Yeah, I did it. Yeah,
Wow.
I did it. But I would say it was probably, I don't get embarrassed much, but that was definitely a video that I didn't watch back.
Yeah.
I was like,
Sent it, and that was it.
yeah, it was sent in the DM, and I was like,
Oh.
it is what it is. I hope you enjoy it. He said he loved it. So, and he bought a couple more after that.
Wow.
Different ones. But
Yeah.
that was like probably the most like craziest one for me. It was like, he was just like, oh, I just want you to like set it in like a certain angle or whatever. And he was like, I want you to sit on the camera like 10 times.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
I do have another one though.
Yeah.
I do have another one.
No, go ahead.
Because I have crazy ones. Like
go ahead.
Yeah. No, I have crazy ones.
I can always answer this question later. Like,
Well, how about you go then?
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go. Well, like,
Okay.
I'll try to like bounce back and forth.
My craziest request?
Yeah.
My craziest request, and which I did not do.
Oh.
This guy wanted me to like, it was really insane. And I am so sorry. Like, you may love this. I'm just not a huge fan of this.
Yeah.
No offense to the community who loves this. Wanted me to act like a dog.
Oh.
And eat out of a dog bowl.
Oh.
And yeah, it was really insane.
I can see why you didn't do that. I could see, but like, did you have to eat dog kibble? Or,
You know, I don't even think like I didn't even get into it. I was
yeah, you're just
yeah,
like,
no, like
sorry.
I'll do something else, you know.
Yeah.
Just not my forte, but love that you love that, I guess. I don't know, maybe controversial.
Maybe a tad bit. Yeah.
I just me personally, I'm not gonna speak too much on it because I don't want to say the wrong things, but no, that's just not me.
They're not huge. I'll let you guys decide. I feel like they're pretty average.
I gotta like touch it. I gotta touch it to feel like.
I think the reason why my feet are so big is because I hate wearing shoes.
And so you never get restricted on.
Yeah, exactly. That and socks. I'm only wearing it because I'm trying to be decent for everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just never been into like shoes, socks, and honestly underwear. I hate wearing underwear.
Really? That's. I feel like that's a unpopular opinion almost.
Yeah.
Why?
Like, I feel like it keeps everything together. I mean,
I like to be free. I like to be, I don't know.
young and wild and free.
Yeah, no, you do. I feel like I've seen like a lot of posts with you, like outside with nature and stuff, you know? So
Which ones? Anyone say?
like don't put me on the spot, but like I don't know. I've just seen like you outside nature. I don't know. No, I thought
What about you? Do you have anything funny about you like that?
Not really. I mean, I feel like I'm like kind of a basic girl. Like I'm kind of a basic girly.
There are these people I went to high school with. There's this girl. She was a little bit more emo.
Okay.
And there's this
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to the emos out there. I wasn't like friends with her, but we were like adjacent. And she had this boyfriend who is really big into hunting. So
Big burly hunter man.
yeah, exactly. So it was like a odd dynamic with the relationship, but they were my favorites.
Yeah.
But basically what had happened was there was like this like whole thing going around that they had this really odd kink called primal play. Do you know what that is?
Wait, what?
Primal play?
Wait, you do know what it is?
I think I don't know
Because I don't know.
Give me an educated guess.
Is it like kind of like to act like they're in like the Stone Ages almost, or like
Like Neolithic? Yeah.
yeah, like Neanderthal almost.
So like given like what I just said with you, like this will like make a little more sense. But basically they're into like primal play, which is like she would like to get like naked in the forest.
Oh.
And he was a hunter, I told you. So he would just like, I guess I don't really quite know the details of the story, but like from what I've like gathered from like people, like I guess she would just like kind of like take off like pieces of her clothing and you have to like track her in the forest. And when he'd like find her, he'd just like fuck her.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm down for that. Yeah. Why is this not that bad?
It sounds fun, honestly.
Like
I don't know.
hunt me down and come fuck me.
Like, what if they don't find you?
No, you get lost in the forest.
Like, imagine.
Yeah.
That's the real
Then it's really primal. Then it's really primal.
They don't make it and afraid.
It almost reminds me of like, you know, like how like college frats will like haze people and like put them in the middle of the forest with like maybe just their underwear and they have to find their way back home. That's what it reminds me of. So I don't know if I'm down for that.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, I mean, definitely I'd have to be with like somebody that I'd be like comfortable with. I think it'll be fun. I'm not too sure about like the whole wilderness aspect about it. Maybe if it was on like a beach or like, I don't know, like maybe indoors. Would that just be hide and
Doors isn't bad.
Yeah, that would just be hide and seek. See, you do like nature.
seek? Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, I think that would be fun. Hide and seek naked. I mean, you like find them, you fuck them.
That's interesting. I really like that concept actually.
It's so
Maybe we'll play it on the page.
little hide and seek.
Yeah, a little hide and seek. Yeah.
Do you have any crazy sexual stories?
Yeah, I mean, I actually had a threesome with like my best friend and this like random girl that we hooked up with at a party.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's actually like after we graduated, it was like graduation-esque party, I guess. But like, you know, things were happening, drinks were flowing, you know, weed was being smoked or whatever. And, you know, my friends always like told me, you know, if I was ever gonna like run down on a girl with another guy, I'd want it to be you, type thing. And like, I don't know if you guys have friends like that, but my friends are like very like kind of like dominant people or whatever.
Yeah.
And No, you guys.
So I was gonna say, I feel like it depends on like the type of friends. I have some that I could absolutely do it with, and then some that I'm just like would never cross that boundary.
It depends on their vibe.
Yeah, so
He's one of those friends.
he was one of those friends like where I felt like comfortable, like where I wouldn't like worry about it or whatever. But it was like really hard because he didn't like he knew that I was like a little bit fruity, but I mean, I was like kind of out. I don't know. It was like a weird process with me like fully coming out or whatever. But so like it was kind of hard like when we were doing it because I'm like looking at him and stuff. I'm like looking at her too because I'm bisexual. So I'm like, I'm having like best of the both worlds. Go like got my my best bro, like he's like he's caked up too, and then she's caked up. So like it was a really fun experience until it got out. And
Like to the school.
she had a boyfriend.
Oh,
So then me and my best friend were beefing with this random dude that we don't even know that was dating this girl. You know what I mean? Because this is like because where I'm from, like when everybody graduates, it's all around like it's literally like the same weekend, and I'm like where I go to school or whatever. So like everybody was like throwing a bunch of like graduation parties and stuff like that, and it's like this girl was from a different school, so it's not like we knew. You know what I mean? So it was a funny experience. The beef wasn't worth it. Like, honestly, like it was so stupid. Like I didn't really care, but he was like my friend was like really upset about it.
Oh yeah.
with the other guy.
With the other guy, like they were like wanting to fight each other, and I was like,
Wow.
I'm not.
I was about to say if
I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting over a 3-way. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like
But like, what's up with the girl? She had like a boyfriend. She's
Yeah,
like,
like
not all of them are gonna cheat. I'm gonna do it with 2 men.
yeah, like that's the funny. That's like the kicker to it is she like not only had a boyfriend, but
I never
she was, like,
understand
sexist
the
about it.
people who like get mad at the other person, but not mad at like their partner or whatever,
Yeah, like shame on your girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For like
And same way with like if the guy was to cheat on a girl, like it just never makes any sense.
I support women's rights and wrongs. Though.
right?
That's okay.
Love it.
Or you thought that equal rights, equal fights? I'm out, dude. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
What is like a make or break for you with somebody? We can start like
Their smile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their smile. Like I love something about me that I love that's like a major turn on is eye contact and a smile.
I'm like looking at you when you said that.
We're both like,
Yeah. So like I'm really into eye contact. I think it's just something that's like very genuine if like, you're ever like making love, right? I feel like it's something that is like a necessity. You know what I mean? But if like I'm walking down the street and like somebody makes eye contact with me, that's like the first thing I notice. Like, okay, they're checking me out because they're making eye contact with me. You know what I mean? And then if they smile, that's like, okay, you're mine, type of thing. Like, all right, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Type of thing. As long as I like what I see. I like what I see.
That's funny. I agree with you. I think a big smile is important. I like a big, nice pair of teeth.
Your teeth, yes.
I couldn't do like a little piranha set.
Oh, no.
Scott me off the list, y'all.
Teeth. Give them a smile.
Me and my friends totally disagree. Sometimes like the guys with like the gap teeth, this may sound like really weird. It's kind of like cute sometimes. It just depends on the person.
But like, are you talking like a gap?
I'm talking about like almost all their teeth are spaced out. And that may sound really crazy, but it's kind of cute. I don't know anybody on the top of my head, but
Interesting.
Yeah. I think I could do like a little bit of spacing because honestly, I don't know. Dental care is a privilege. Like some people just don't have that, but like I think it's a different story when like sometimes like like people in like the gums go like halfway down the tooth.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I need like a big smile. I don't like a gum.
The gummy smile.
Yeah, personally.
Yeah.
Which is good. You both have nice teeth. Both well for me.
Yeah, there we go.
What was the craziest experience? Like with hooking up, maybe even not even hooking up, both like partner, guy, girl, whatever. What was the craziest experience or bad experience?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd say I went to the club one night, and let's just say I put my drink down a little too long, and it didn't come out too hot for me. Got home, wake up, boom, I got shackles on my fucking ankles. I got ropes around my wrist.
Wait,
and
like in LA?
Yeah,
maybe
in LA.
it was.
It was a little bit of a. I didn't realize.
Were you at a Diddy party?
Who knows?
I've heard
One thing leads to another, and you're gone mentally, and poof, you wake up in the morning and.
Wow. So what was it like waking up from that experience? Were you like,
Dude, it was like a flashbang. It was like slowly like regaining that consciousness.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck happened last night? And it's like, you look there, you look left.
Oh, that's
You're
terrible.
like, you look to your right and you're like, oh shit.
How'd you get out?
It's Diddy.
How'd you get out though? Like,
Dude, I was like, what the fuck? And obviously they weren't like real shackles. It was like
Yeah.
little play ones. So I could just like
rip them off.
rip them off. I was like, fuck, bro. Open my phone up. I'm like, what time is it? Damn, it's 12:40.
Were you like-
I'm like, dude, time to get home. Fuck this. Uber home. Like $100 Uber. I was like an hour away. I was like, how
Yeah.
the fuck did I even get this?
Were you like walking into the Uber with like broken shackles and rope around your wrist?
Nah, dude, so I just had like marks on my wrists and stuff. I like didn't even have my shirt. I had like a sock, so I ended up not even wearing socks.
Wow.
So I wore my fucking shoes and pants out, like
That's insane.
bumming it for real.
That's terrible.
Bum-
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but someone had once told me, they were like, "Do you have a accessible strip pole?" And I'm like, so I was like, I mean, yeah, my friend has one in their house, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. And then I was like, what's your request? He's like, so I want you to go upside down on the strip pole while you have an Air Force in your hand. So like they want me to lock in on the pole, Air Force in hand, beat my dick, no in the Air Force, and then drizzle it on top of my belly button.
Wow.
So I don't know how that is even quite possible, but
Bro is definitely gonna know that you're talking about him now.
I got it way too descriptive, huh?
That is
Hey, but that's why we did it.
that
Bro.
is wild.
That's why we sent it still, though.
Oh, so we still did it. We still did it.
I never said I ain't
wait,
do it.
was
I
it-
never said I ain't
Was
do
it good money? Yeah.
It had to be.
It
Like,
was it good money.
I mean,
Oh,
you don't,
I
have
can use
to,
some
I mean, you don't have to drop it, but like,
can we
but
play a game
drop
of higher lower?
Over,
higher
over,
lower? Over under?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's play a game.
I mean, go for it. You get 3 tries.
All right.
go.
I'm gonna say 300.
Over.
Ooh.
okay,
Okay.
like it's over. It's like it's a little less than 3.
It's over.
it's over 300.
Oh, 700.
It was like multiple tips. You know what I mean? So it was like multiple tips. So
Okay. Okay.
it was
Calculator in
over
your head.
by a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit by.
I'm gonna say 850.
on the dot. Oh, you got it.
That's good for 850 though. I'd probably do it for 850, honestly.
Get on a pole upside down.
Yeah.
Little acrobatics. Little.
The torch. Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. Like
Dude.
I could not go on a pull upside down right now.
That's insane.
Yeah. So it's a lot of training and.
Was that like the question is, did you watch it or were you like,
What? I was like, dude, no, I can't rewatch this. I watched them to the point to where I got on the pole to make sure it was a good frame, and then I was like, nah.
No, you're not watching the rest of the shit. Well, shout out to the guy that spent 850 on that. That's bold.
And shout out to the homie that let me use the strip pole too.
Yeah.
So guys, yep.
I like that. That's
Word.
pretty dope. So I was on Grindr or whatever, and this is like summer going into my senior year. I'm on Grindr and I'm like, you know, hitting guys up, like getting nudes, doing stuff like that, yada yada yada. What you do on Grindr? And yeah, and I came across this like middle-aged guy, and he was like, you know, he wasn't bad. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I have a thing for dudes that are bald. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
not like older, like guys who like are like, you know, attractive and like are bald, but like
Bald
you
dudes.
like Mr. Clean type of deal. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
Just grip their big ass head and just bring them in. Get down, boy. Get down, boy.
yo, bro,
This episode. Okay. YouTube, please don't take this down.
I mean, when he uses teeth.
Sorry.
Mr. Clean, come on. Clean that shit.
All right, back on top. Back on
my
top.
God.
Tell us the story, OJ. Tell us the story.
bro, I'm about to fucking die. Holy shit. Okay, YouTube, shout out.
Shout out YouTube.
But you know, I found this guy. He's like pretty attractive, bald. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess we'll do that. I guess, but he was bald or whatever, and we just started like talking. He was like, you know, like people could be like really creepy on Grindr. Like I did not get that vibe at all. You know what I mean? Like it was like a genuine like talk. So like it moved over to Snapchat, and like granted, this is like in the summer, so like we're talking on Snapchat. At this whole time, he thinks I'm 19. You know what I mean? So he's like, oh, no worries, yada yada. This like, you know, we're chilling. So, you know, we're talking, getting to know each other. And I'm like, oh, yeah, like I failed a grade, so I'm about to go back to school in the summer.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I'm a teacher. And obviously, like, I knew that beforehand, but like, you're not going to think that this guy is going to be like your teacher.
Yeah.
You know? So, long story freaking short, I show up to orientation on freaking like the Monday or whatever that we're supposed to go back to school. And we're going to all of our classes. And I'm, you know, sitting down. I like walk in the classroom, and he like wasn't at the door. He was like at his desk, like just letting kids come in or whatever. And I like look, and like I think he saw me before him because he was just staring at me. And like we were just staring at each other, bro. And like I like came clean to him that I wasn't 18 or whatever. And like I feel bad because like I lied. You know what I mean? So like it's not his fault, obviously, or whatever. But I didn't think he thought I was gonna be his student. Or like, you know, you never think about that. Even though like Grindr's like close to you or whatever.
Yeah.
Kinda. So like that was a little bit awkward. But like, yeah, I had him for the entire year. And like we would kind of flirt with each other and stuff.
Was it love at first sight flirt or what happened?
Like after I turned 18, especially when I started doing OnlyFans. Yeah, after I turned 18 and I started doing OnlyFans, like we would start flirting with each other. Like I would go sit in his classroom during lunch and stuff, and like just
It was just y'all two?
yeah,
Little extra credit or what?
Like what?
like just like he'd just be like, "Oh, you look so handsome today" or whatever. So shout out. I'm not gonna say his name, but shout out.
Drop it.
I don't know.
Can we talk about these feet? Yeah, what's going on with these? You know, like I'm loving the feet. I'm a big like I don't show it much, but like I'm a big feet guy. Like
You're a
good like pair of feet. Would you kiss?
What?
Like not like kiss them. Especially because you've been at the airport all day. If you were showered, I might kiss her. To be honest, to shower? I mean, if you shower, I might kiss your feet. I'm not gonna lie. If you shower, yeah, I might kiss your feet. But no, like I love like big, like manly feet. Yeah, no, for sure.
Wait, actually, what's up? No, continue. I feel like I keep cutting you off. I'm so sorry. You like what? Why are you like so excited to have one? What do you like about manly feet?
Okay, so like,
And hold your thought.
because I feel like, especially manly feet that like that are taken care of a little bit. So like, it kind of shows that like feet can be feminine, even if you're a boy, even if you're a male. Like feet, especially if a man takes care of them, is like very attractive to me. Even like with nails, like I'm terrible with my nails, but like I really do like a nice foot. You know, like I don't mind a nice foot. There's nothing wrong with a nice foot. Absolutely, you know.
Weird to hear.
Like, if you're like hooking up with somebody, let's say hypothetical here. Okay. If you're hooking up with somebody, let's say that like somebody's an 8 or whatever, but they have like ugly, like nasty feet. Like, they can stab you with them. Around their claws, yeah, they can stab you with them. But then you got what?
You don't wear socks when you hook up? It's like kind of like
No, like I am literally like I'm gripping the hardwood floor, you know. Like I am gripping. Like I mean, you gotta get into it, you know. You got, you know, like how are you gonna do that with socks on? So like I didn't even get PG.
yeah, you'll slip.
I can't see you there, but like for real, like how are you gonna? No, you can't. You're gonna be sliding in socks, even carpet. Like you can kind of like grab on the carpet, like with your claws. Get into it. But back to the feet. Back to this. You gotta have nice feet, cause like absolutely. You know they gotta carry you for the rest of your life, and like I ain't rubbing no nasty ass feet. You know I love rubbing feet. Like I'll rub somebody's feet for like fun. Do you suck toes? No. I don't suck toes. I just like feet. Like it's not like he just licks them. It's not like, oh my god, like oh I love toes, I love feet. No, it's just like I enjoy and I admire somebody who takes care of their feet.
I'm sure.
You know what's been your most like scandalous like hookup? Has it been anybody or anything? Yeah, because I think everybody has something. Because like you said, you were in college when you first started. So like, you know, people.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny that you relate school to that because my most scandalous hookup is actually I can't believe I'm saying this on camera, but with my professor.
Oh my god!
It was my intro to ethics professor.
How old was he?
I never asked his age, but he had to be either late 40s or early 50s.
Wait, like after you didn't like stalk like an Instagram or whatever?
No, well, the reason it happened was because I was actually failing the class. So I wanted extra credit. So I went up to him and I told him after class that I sent him an email saying that could we meet up after class? Like I want extra credit and maybe figure out a way. He was like, yeah, for sure. So then we met up after class and it was just me and him in his office. And I was basically just talking to him about like, oh, I want extra credit. Like, what can I do? And the conversation quickly turned from like, what assignments I can do or what I can do because it's like an ethics class, like I can go volunteer or whatever, extra credit.
Yeah.
I quickly trend from that into like, what is your lifestyle like? What do you do? Where do you live? What? It really flip flopped really quickly. Flip flopped really fast, and I kind of got like turned on by it. I was like, oh, now you wanting to know like what I do, where I live? I'm like, I live like on your campus that you work at, but I live like down there.
It's so hit up. So did you bottom or top?
I actually flipped.
This is wild.
Wait, like how good was it?
Both honestly iconic. It was really fun. Honestly, I don't think the sex was more like good than anything. I think it was just like the
Scandalous.
scandalous. Like kind of like we were getting with the DL guy, where it's like, oh, this has to be a secret and da. It was more like, oh my god, I'm getting with my fucking professor.
That's so hot.
This is so cool, and it was actually in my dorm.
The way I'm about to like sign up for college right now.
Really? Did he get in there? Like,
Oh my god, it was fantastic. I mean, a little quick Viagra pill, and it was great. It was great though. After that though, I passed the class by the way with flying colors. Yeah, of course he did. With flying colors. But after that, he never talked to me ever again. He actually blocked my phone number, and that was the end of the bop.
Mason, I'm like looking at you here and I'm just like in awe of your body. Can you like flex for us?
Absolutely.
Oh my.
You're gonna fill. Wait, I'm coming around to fill it. I'm coming around to fill it.
Oh my god.
Wait. Oh my gosh. This make my arms look so shiny.
What is your workout routine and like I want to get a body like that. You know, I'm saying want a body.
Well, you can get this body.
No, but I'm like really like your body is like an extreme turn on.
Well, I mean, stop making me blush, but honestly, my workout routine mostly is just like I hit chest and back on Monday, then I hit arms on Tuesday, then I do legs on Wednesday, and then I run on Thursday, and then my break day is Friday, and then I repeat.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm sorry, but I guess my question is like when can I fit in time for me and you to do cardio?
I can fit in any time for you. Really?
Okay.
Anytime.
Okay.
Wait, what gets you into all that? Like,
Oh, okay. So, I mean, a lot of my fans already know this, but I used to be a gymnast back when I was younger.
gym?
You can split on that dick.
Well, I'm a little flexible.
Wait, can you do the splits? You can do splits. Wait, can you do them like yes, please? Wait, can you do both or just?
No, just my right.
I bet you show it though.
Yeah, I want to like.
Okay.
Since I am banned off Grindr for impersonating, I have to find men in the wild these days, and I never know how to tell if a guy is gay or not. Can you give me advice?
You know, I mean, in today's day and age, it does get harder and harder to tell if a guy is gay or not, because a lot of these straight guys are wearing crop tops now, wearing earrings, you know.
Stealing from us.
Yeah, stealing from the gay community, you know what I mean? But the one thing that I've came across is the eyes, like wandering eyes always meet, you know what I mean? And not 9 times out of 10. I'm going to say like 7 times out of 10. If you guys lock eyes once, and if you lock eyes again, you lock eyes on that 3rd time, he's checking you out. Maybe on the 2nd time, he's checking you out.
The gay glare.
Yeah, it's a gay glare. Like you can, it's up to you, but it depends on who you are as a person. But there's nothing wrong with going up to a person and complimenting them and feeling it out. You know what I mean? And seeing if like, you know, like, hey, you look really good. You know what I mean? A straight guy would probably be like, oh, thanks, bro, or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, some straight or some gay guys are really masculine. They might say the same thing or whatever. But I mean, you just got to feel out for the conversation. And then, you know, if you're talking to them and stuff, you know, you can just ask them like, so like, you know, what's your sexuality or whatever? I'm just wondering, you know, I find you incredibly attractive. I've done that a few times with around my college town, you know, like a lot of these guys are frat boys or whatever. So it's hard, but you know, especially for the DL guys, they'll be like, yeah, I mean, like I mess with guys here and there or whatever. So, you know, you gotta feel for the situation. And if you think it's worth it, go up and like ask them or just talk to them. And then, you know, if you can tell from conversation, like, oh, this guy's gay, you know what I mean? And there's no like telltale signs like, oh yeah, this dude's gay. But sometimes there's not, and there's nothing wrong with asking.
Yeah, I'm just nervous. I'm nervous to ask. And you never want to be that person that's like,
No, I
hey,
understand.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you gay?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's offensive to go up to somebody and like, ask them if they're gay. You know what I mean? I feel like some people are just assholes. You know what I mean? I feel like some people can just be douchebags, but other people will be fine with just like talking to you about it. Other people, maybe not so much. So I think it just really depends on, the person that you are meeting or whatever, or going up to.
Either way, you just have to fill in your soul, kind of. And if you think that they may be, maybe it's not always wrong to ask the question, though.
Yeah, no, I don't
think so?
I don't think it's wrong.
Especially maybe in today's day and age,
Yeah, I feel like with the way the world is right now, I feel like it's okay to go and ask somebody.
Yeah, no.
Because you just never know.
Yeah, that's true, though. Like, and if they do get offended, well, flat answers that. Like, they definitely are, and they are GL.
I would be flattered if a freaking, if I was a straight guy and a gay guy came up to me and was like, hey, like, are you gay? Because like, then you just know like they find you attractive.
True.
You know what I mean? And that's flattering, especially if you're an attractive male or even female. You know what I mean? Because this can go for lesbians too, I assume, or people just a part of the LGBTQ or whatever. But like having somebody come up to you and just like, obviously they're finding you attractive and they're asking for your sexuality. Like that's like kind of a flex. You're like, hey, I can pull both. I definitely have that problem. I can't pull both. So.
Sure. It's cute. It's a little baby. It's cute. It's a little
decent.
It's nice.
Cut. It's, what I'm saying? It's cut. So.
Well, you have something wrong against cut.
I don't. If you would have let me finish, I don't. I'm just saying it is nice. It's a nice cut one.
Okay.
It looks like a carrot. It does kind of look like a carrot.
Why would you say it looks like a carrot?
It looks like a carrot.
Like a carrot. It looks more like a
Like the way it's shaped, like it comes up to the tip.
more
and
like
it's
a like a Vienna sausage. Like
Oh, wait, I can kind of see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I would love that sausage.
You do a lot of things with that sausage.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, next photo.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Wow, you guys, look at this one.
Jesus. All right.
Oh, wow.
Do y'all see the vein going to the head?
It's angry.
It's like barking at me. Somebody needs to put a leash on that damn thing.
It's pulsating.
Oh my god! But why is it so veiny?
I know,
And his balls are so small.
Yeah.
I know.
That is definitely attached to like a 6'4" man, 230 pounds. Like definitely a very large man. Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
That's insane.
100%.
All right, let's go next.
Okay, look at this one.
Oh, hi, friend.
Oh wow! I didn't know they came in that size.
I mean, it's cute. It's cute. Maybe he's a grower, not a shower. Maybe, maybe because I'm a grower, not a shower. I'm not gonna lie. Like mine's is like 2 until like I get like, and then it's like an 8.
All right, let's go next one.
Oh wow! I've never actually seen a piercing like that.
Wow,
That's insane.
I have.
You have in real life?
Yeah.
Is it fun to play with?
It doesn't do anything if that's what you're thinking. It's more of just an aesthetic.
So it's like
So you liked it?
Yeah, I mean, like it's like it's just more of an aesthetic. I feel like some people are like, oh, like do you feel it? And you like, do you like what is it like? Does it do anything? Like no, it's just more of an
Looks
aesthetic.
scary. Looks like a pit bull.
No, I can't stop looking at it.
It's like a pit bull.
I want to look at related images. Has just like hella.
Aesthetically pleasing. It's like, oh, that's cool and all, but I could never do that. I couldn't.
Have you ever
imagine.
like been with somebody who has their nipples pierced? Like guys?
Yeah,
Really?
Really?
yeah. I couldn't. I'm just not a piercing. I mean, I have my ears pierced. That's about
I
it.
did like one.
Nah,
Really? I
feel like-
I'd get like one done.
could. I don't think I could.
I feel like I cry.
It would hurt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've heard that it hurts.
Do you think your nipples hurt? Imagine getting his little Johnson hair.
Oh yeah, and I would.
I mean, that's not Little Johnson.
Well, no, it's not. It's not little. but I just
Like 7 out of 10 dick. Not gonna lie.
yeah, no,
Not
it's
gonna lie.
nice. It's
It's nice.
very different. Very
I had a
different.
smash, like Loki.
decent. All right.
All right.